It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the spotlight is on Najee Harris. It was a nice performance in his last outing, almost 170 yards on the ground. It's the Steelers and the Bengals, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gordon. To my left, two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Our first carry for Najee Harris. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Well, now, after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Fields. And he's taken down inside the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slipped on him in the pocket.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Back to throw, Fields. Completes this one to Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now a 2nd and 6. Fields now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Fields throwing again. And this is going to be incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Well, they miss an opportunity to put some points on the board on the opening drive. They pass on the field goal. What'd you think?
I'm looking at it from a positive standpoint for them. First drive of the game, they set the tone, right? They go downfield. They let them know how aggressive they're going to be all game long. Even though they don't get it, because it's the first drive of the game, you're not that worried about it. Hey, we got plenty of other opportunities as this game moves on.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards to pick up there.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5. Burrow will throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. You look at the Steeler defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Fields. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. A play fake, now Fields to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and the Bengals grab it. The big fella down the left sideline. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Bengals' 46-yard line.
Fields. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. The numbers a week ago for Chase.
Well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
Now Burrow. And his throw here is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On third down, Burrow. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taking it about the 36.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
They'll get it up near midfield at 49 before being taken down. You talk about this Bengals defense.
They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Fields on first down.
And a catch made by Johnson. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Now it's Fields. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this down inside the 20.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point.
On the give, it's Warren.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
He finds Pickens over the middle. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
Do you think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. The Bengals drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So they'll come on 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Now a first down throw. Fields. Got an open man. It's Pickens.
Fields pass. Complete to George Pickens.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Now Fields.
He finds his man Johnson.
And Johnson going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this down to the 32.
First down, Pittsburgh.
A handoff for Warren.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run it. Warren.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete to Freiermuth.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
A shotgun snap. Fields.
Flushed out right. Uses the spin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Fields.
Well, the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Burton. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's Warren.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal.
Being chased out right, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Not what you wanted there. It goes as a sack and a loss of a yard, and now it's 4th and goal. Boswell's kick is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
At the 45-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now it's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Come on, fellas, we need this. Let's do it.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. This one taken in by Otten. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Here we go.
Running with Elliott. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are back within a score. Point after through the raindrops, serving good. That'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. 3rd and 2, Fields. He's got his time. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. He completes this one to Mingo. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They go play action with Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Fields on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Hernandez. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stock troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Off play action, Fields. And a short pass pulled in by Washington. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. On 2nd down, this is Harris. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
We can do this, offense! 11. We can freeze the defense. We gotta make a play here.
Now Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Here's Burrow. And this is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man. Amari Rodgers complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
And Burrow going to throw again. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Steelers' 25.
Hodgins in motion. They'll fake the jet sweep and go play action with Burrow. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will knock us up at 10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capture the field goal.
As a friend of mine used to say they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Play action. It's Fields. A short one there to Freiermuth. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a 1st down. They'll toss to Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is back now in Cincinnati. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
They hand this off to Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Running it with a fullback, Burton. And he is going to have the Steelers 1st down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
2 yards on the play. 1st down, Steelers.
Fields. That's swung out wide to Harris.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw, Fields. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and
1. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in there, and it's 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To Connor on the check down. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now it's Burrow. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now it's Burrow. That is caught. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
The Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Burrow. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Jamal Chase, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now Fields. He's got this to Pickens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. A solid stiff arm. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Burrow will throw. And this will be swung out here for Connor. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about In your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Got a man open. It's Chase. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now Burrow. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, backing off and just giving you easy throws, they're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Boswell for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 10. A minute 45 to play. The turnover does give them life, but they still need 2 scores.
Here we go.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Burrow. He's got Elliott, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. To throw, Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Burrow. A dump off to Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
11.
Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say it was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now Burrow. That's caught inside the 20. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. That is caught inside the 5. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Here's Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a...
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. Oh, and the Bengals look like they got it back. They did. Bengal football. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Burrow. That one complete to Elliott. And they'll whip this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And now here comes their final timeout as as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Evan McPherson on for the field goal. 8:57-yard attempt.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
We so often think of these kickers as automatic at any distance, and it's just not the case, because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, that's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile